First year I came down, I'm like, got to bring a bathing suit, the hotel pool, and it's like get there and it's closed. They're like, no,
be aware this year, man, because it's in May. It's going to be hot.
Right, right. Good point.
Like hot.
Okay. Good.
Bring shorts. You'll be
in the South, it goes from Alaska cold to Africa hot in 2 days.
Yeah. You will definitely be in Africa hot when you come this year.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. I'm Shane, and we are here with part 2 of our interview with Michael Havens. He is the man who started the IC group on Facebook, the Imperial Commissary, and he is also the creator and the lead runner of the ICCC, the Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. It happens every spring. This year, it's Memorial Day weekend, 2023. Please go to icnashville.com is the website for all the details. You can get your tickets right there. They have the host hotels. They have all the details about the guest stars who are going to be there, and all the different activities and amenities that have been announced to this point for sure will be listed there as well. So you can find anything that you need to find out about the convention. And you can also go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for our website and all of our links for this podcast. So you're watching here on YouTube or you're listening on your favorite podcast app. Please follow us there, subscribe to YouTube, and let's jump into part 2 of this interview. All the boys are here. Michael Havens is still with us. Let's find out what else we can learn about the convention for this year.
Then we'll have that, and then we have Fiddler's Grove, right? So what I did is I rented a historic town because I think it'd be super fun for cosplay pictures, right?
Oh, that's true.
So, and it happened to be right next door, and I was like, well, how much to rent it? So I rented it. And they're going to have like fried bologna sandwiches that are made with like the sourdough bread that's from the original Cracker Barrel because it's like right down the road. They're going to have they're going to teach you how to make brooms. They got some dude that teaches you about goats and whatnot. They got some other, it's like they dress up like the Sturbridge Village or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just talking to Charles the other day, and we were talking about sports, and we were talking about what weather was coming, to our area soon. And all of a sudden the conversation turned, and Charles said, "You know what? I really want to learn about goats, and I've been looking to see if I could learn about goats. This is right up his alley."
Dude, I got the guy.
Awesome. Charles, you're all set.
It wasn't. I don't want to learn about ghosts. I want to live with one goat. That's what I
go. I'm sure I can get you a goat if that's what you're looking for. We can get you a goat.
You need a goat. We'll get you a goat.
He wants to learn how to make goat milk soap.
You know what? There's a soap person. I know that because it's like for some charity thing, and I felt bad. Normally, I wouldn't give that person a table, but then I was like, okay. Like, I remember it was like some goat soap or something. So you're good, dude.
John's gonna get his goat soap there. Yeah. Michael, I got to tell you, I went on. I distinctly remember this. I went on a family vacation in August, middle August, and I think you had revealed the venue before that. I'm pretty sure, but you had said it's going to be at a new venue. There was like minimal details, whatever. I went away for like 8 days, and I came back and logged up, and I had no service. I was on a cruise ship. I had like no service. I come back, and I see all of a sudden there's some parts of all of what you just described all over, the posts on the IC. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I was like, I go away for 8 days, and now there's camping, and there's a parade. Yeah. And there's goats, and I was like, "What is going on here? What did I miss?"
Well,
I've been trying to piece it together ever since.
Yeah. Attractions are something to do, and even though we love the toys, there's a lot more people coming that don't care about.
They don't. Yeah,
they care about the experience, and I don't know, man. I'm just trying to provide a cool experience, and I'm trying to get enough things that check enough boxes. I mean, shoot, even though we all collect the toys, there's not a single one of us here that doesn't want a delicious, greasy, covered in cheese burger with some fries while listening to a cool band, and then maybe getting your greasy hands on a helicopter eventually. Like, doesn't that sound like fun? So that's all I'm going off of. Yeah. Like, seriously, man, like, I know one other out of complete left field that nobody even knows about yet. But here, I'll tell you. But what I'm doing is I'm going to throw a demolition derby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow.
It's a silly story. So what happens? I got to figure out if they'll let us like paint the cars or mess with the cars or something. It'd be cool if they have stickers on it. But so what happens is I'm at the thing. I'm at the venue and I'm with my marketing guy Eric Perugini, who also happens to work for the NBA, but also is a nerd. But I'm with my marketing guy, and he's like, "What's that dirt track over there?" And they're like, "Well, we have demolition derby a couple times a year." And he's like, "How much does that cost?" And they're like, "Oh, well, you already rented it because you got this barn over here." And I'm like, so. And I'm like, well, do you guys know anybody that does a demolition derby? Yeah, this guy, Terry Scruggs, he does a demolition derby every year. And I was like, what? All right, give me his phone number. So I call him up and he's like, yeah, cool, man. It's easy. Here's the rules. And like the rules, man, are like, wait till you see the page eventually. It's crazy. It's like you got to have like 2 inches of wire this way from the thing that holds this thing to that thing. And you can't have these mods. And there's a billion different rules. And I got to have like, I don't know, like EMTs and fire trucks and this, that, and the other. But I figure whatever, if they know what they're doing. And that way, with your ICCC badge, you can get into the demolition derby for free.
Wow.
So I just figured that's fun, right? Like, wouldn't you want to see cars crash into each other?
Yeah.
This has got to be right up John's alley. I mean, he's from Georgia. There's got to be demolition derbies somewhere down there.
Every block there's one. They're all over the place near them.
Yeah, the demolition derbies I've been to have been in Southern Ohio.
Oh, okay.
At the Scioto County Fair, my grandmother used to take us to Scioto County Fair every year. There was always a demolition derby.
Nice.
So,
but it's fun, right?
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
We got an exclusive here, folks. Demolition derby.
I mean, I know it's crazy, and I know it's out there, and I know it doesn't really fit the word convention, but to tell you the truth, I think it's more of a family reunion, man. I mean,
yeah.
But I don't know. This is what you get when you're not corporate. Demolition derbies.
So you need to change it to the ICCCF. Right.
What's the F?
What's
County
the F?
Fair.
Oh,
County Fair.
No, we're not doing the fair. I actually turned away Tilt-A-Whirls and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
I don't want it to be cheesy or like a fair. I want it to be like, whoa, here's a $50,000 Boba Fett and some fancy pants movie star and
A crash
derby. And like bands and like old period people making bologna sandwiches. Randomness. Man, it's fun. Because every which way you walk, you're going to be like, what? And then you're going to be like, this is super dope, though.
I'm definitely going to the Old Village. I don't know about you guys. If you guys want to come with me, I got
to get a fried bologna sandwich, no doubt.
Hell yeah, fried bologna is one of my favorite things.
And man, it's made with the sourdough bread from the first Cracker Barrel. The first Cracker Barrel.
Where's hen's teeth?
Here's a sad story for Cracker Barrel people. But the first Cracker Barrel ever, ready? It's right down the road. The problem is they leveled it, made it a parking lot, and built the second Cracker Barrel directly across the street from it. And now there is no number one Cracker Barrel anymore.
Oh. And that
should have refurbed it,
right?
What a botch! Yeah,
isn't that Lebanon?
Is what Lebanon? Yeah,
Lebanon.
Yep.
John is very familiar with the history of Cracker Barrel, so if any of our
viewers, Cracker Barrel,
reach out to John if you're interested in learning the ins and outs of Cracker Barrel.
But it's only like right down the street, so they have the same sourdough bread and the
Nice.
Is there a Waffle House over there?
Yeah, of course. There's actually even a Whataburger. I was driving over there the other day, and there's a Whataburger, which is very random. We don't have Whataburgers here.
Yeah,
but it was there.
Yeah, we didn't want to say this to start the interview, but we were going to say if there's not a Waffle House nearby, we may not be coming. So I'm glad to hear.
It's the South, man. There's a Waffle House.
We woke up after that first night of room sale hunting before the convention started, and we went to the Waffle House, and that was our infamous first photo. That was the on our podcast. Staying? It was us at the Waffle House.
You're staying at where? Which one are you staying at?
We're at the garden.
Hilton Garden. All right, that's Garden and everything. That'll be a good one. No, but everything's 0.3 of a mile anyway. But yes, there is a Waffle House, and it is literally walking distance from your hotel.
Perfect. Oh, beautiful. Brandon's going to probably be sleeping behind it, so he'll just wake up and walk around the front and we'll meet him there.
Everybody will know where we'll be if they want our autograph. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. The reason why I picked out that place for hotels is because it's super duper safe and there's great food options. There's like an entire mall across the street, TJ Maxx, Dick's Sporting Goods, all that. There's a movie theater across the street. There's like a Buffalo Wild Wings literally touching
Yes.
the Hampton.
Nice.
I saw that.
And the only thing between the Marriott and the host and the room sales hotels is like the biggest liquor store you've ever seen.
Oh. Now you're talking Brandon's language.
Japanese.
They-
whiskey.
How is their Japanese whiskey selection? Are you
I
familiar?
have no idea. I don't drink it. But.
We're gonna be
Very
there
good,
early
man.
on Thursday.
Really big liquor store. You know what? I go there for I drink Zacapa, which is like a rum and bourbon barrel aged Mexican rum kind of deal, and that's the only place around here that has it because it's an import and.
Nice.
They're the only ones that carry the XO. So yes, I would expect them to have whatever. What was it? Japanese whiskey?
Yeah.
I'm thinking
It's
about
correct.
going down. I'm thinking about going down on Wednesday because for whatever reason the flights are just so much cheaper on Wednesday, and it's just like, oh wait a minute, I can get out of my house one night early extra. I might do that. So we're gonna be there having fun.
Well, see, it's a cool area too, man. There's plenty to do right there. And the other hook is what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys have heard this yet, but I haven't really announced it either. But what I'm doing is I'm putting in buses. And those buses will take everybody back and forth from the venue, and then they'll
Nice.
take them back and forth to downtown on Friday and Saturday night.
Get out of
That
here!
way You can go downtown, you could tie a couple on, and
There we go.
you don't got to worry
Oh.
about anything dangerous happening.
There we go.
I was kind of goofing around with the exclusive again. That is an exclusive because I was talking to these guys and saying we didn't make it downtown last year. I would love to get down there with these guys and have some fun. And we were like, I don't know. Do we have to Uber? How far is it? That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll essentially be just like downtown Disney, except downtown Disney is Nashville.
That's awesome. That's great. So anybody that's going to attend and going to be staying in the hotels, you've now got a way to get downtown two of the nights that you're going to be there.
I
That's
have
awesome.
they're the big buses too, 55 person, and they're ADA compliant. So
Awesome.
if you need to get on with a wheelchair, we can do that too.
Wow.
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Nice.
So Michael, tell us about the VIP experience. Now, the first year we went, all five of us were VIP. We were in there, crack of dawn, as early as we could be on that Friday morning.
On VIP? Ooh, nice.
We
I
were,
was
yeah.
working.
Oh, John was a volunteer. That's right.
Yeah, John worked.
Hey, keep it up, man. We need more volunteers. Anybody wants to do it for free? Volunteering is fun. Come be a volunteer because we need more every year.
John was a volunteer. The four of us were VIPs, and then last year again we were vendors. But tell us about this year's VIP experience because
I'm trying to find the VIP box. I got a VIP box up here.
for those who are watching, the first year we went, which was
Is
which
this
was
is this the first time you're showing this?
Yeah, this will be the VIP
nice.
box.
Oh, throw it up there, Shane.
I can't open it for you because it has to be a surprise. But if you remember the other guys, the corporate guys, they send you a little plastic envelope with $4,000 worth of tickets in it. We will send you one of these. And inside this, it'll have my business card with my phone number on it. That way, if you have any problems, feel free to give me a buzz. I'll probably be busy, but still, show me another convention, I'll do that. And it'll have 5 line skips for VIPs, which will get you 5 skips. People usually use them on Saturday. But as of right now, all of the guest stars that are currently released will be there all 3 days. So you can meet them on Friday as a VIP. You skip the lines automatically. There's only 350 people on Friday. VIP is only on Friday. So only 350 people max attend on Friday. So you essentially have a full-size giant convention with A-list celebrities for with only 350 attendees. So as far as your access to everything, it's instantaneous. You walk up to whoever, you get whoever's autograph. It's no lines. And if there are lines, there are 4 or 5 people, it's nothing. And then you also get food Saturday and Sunday with VIP. We'll have a food truck pull up. You also, on that 5 line skip pass, you also get a coupon for one of the commemorative cups. So that way you get free drinks all weekend. You can walk up to the soda fountain and get your free drinks all weekend. You also get pie. We always have pie every year. It's a big thing for the VIPs. We got it the first year, and the lady gave it to me free. And I have been paying thousands of dollars to buy you pies since then because people give me so much grief on how much they love the pies.
She hooked you in good.
Oh, yeah. Only the first one was free, for sure. And but they're good pies. And then, we get ice cream for the VIPs and stuff like that, too. And then you also get first access to all the panels. So you show up a half an hour before the panels, and you get to go in about 15 minutes before everybody else as a VIP. And then the regular general admission badges, they go in after. And they should fill up. I mean, we have a really big stage area, but we have some pretty major stars here. And the one I'm going to release in a couple weeks it's a big deal, and it's a different franchise. Because see, unlike Celebration, I don't have to just get Star Wars people, but it's going to move the needle in a different direction as well, and it'll bring numerous people. Also, some of the guest stars, which unbeknownst to me, but Steve Bloom and his. Well, you guys want a super duper exclusive drop a name right now?
There we go.
Scoop
Brandon, where's your sound effects?
Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. She plays Governor Price. She will be coming. So there you go. That's a guest star that is not released yet. So she plays Governor Price in the Rebels. That's another Rebel. We'll get an Imperial to keep them in line a little. Nice. But the reason why I was bringing that up, besides, there you go, spoiler alert. But the reason why I was bringing that up is because her and Steve Bloom, they're married. And the thing is I've always known Steve Bloom as Zeb, right? Mm-hmm. And Steve Bloom, if you go look into him, Zeb is his least famous character that he's ever been, ever.
Yeah.
And he's like 2,000 other things. He is every famous anime thing ever. And then his wife, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, is, yes, Governor Price, but she's also the lead role in Cowboy Bebop. Also, he is too. She's the lead role in like Naruto. You know Naruto?
Yeah.
I don't even say it right. It's like Pokemons or whatever. I don't know. But she's like huge. You know the anime one that you see walking around cons and they got the gigantic sword?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Steve Blum's character.
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Blum's character. So the thing is I'm finding out now that I didn't know that, like, we're attracting a whole different audience, and I'm like, it's Zeb, and they're like, we don't care, it's and I'm like, oh, great. But yeah, we're gonna put in some. We got some major releases left too, and we're not nearly done with announcements. I think I just dropped you guys 3 exclusives tonight because I'm talking.
I think so. Because you're tired.
Thank you.
I am tired. I mowed my lawn for the first time today. I told you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So, I don't. We might be wrapping up here. We've taken a lot of your time. You've been really generous. We appreciate that.
No,
I'm just looking through some questions that I had. Here's one I had for you personally, and on a personal level, just because I'm curious. Because everything we've talked about already has kind of filled us in, and how much work this is. Are there some downsides to hosting the convention? You kind of, gave us a little clue into that earlier in the interview, but you're working a lot of the time. We see you there. Are you able to enjoy your friends a bit? Are you able to take in the sites and the booths at some point? Is there some downtime where you can kind of, it's kind of like when you get married. Somebody told me when I get married, when you're sitting at the table with your wife, slow things down, look around the room, take it in, and like take some snapshots and make those your memories, because it's going to go by too quick. For you, are you able to enjoy little snippets?
No.
I know. I see you, and you're busy as can be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I see the tables at the beginning when I wish everybody good luck. I say, oh, yeah, have a great show, and I walk around. That's where I see tables, but quickly. I don't get to shop. I'm too darn tired for room sales, to be honest. I don't even make it to those. I don't even stay at the same hotel as room sales anymore, because it was, to be honest, a hassle to walk through the lobby with my Taco Bell last year. It took me 45 minutes. I got up to the room. The Taco Bell was ice cold, and I was like, forget it, I'm going to bed. So that's changed a lot, but that's just the people, man. There's so many people. It's really cool because it allows us to do other things. I mean, shoot, imagine this guest list year one. As far as downsides, though, there's big upsides too. There's this thing, man. People get it on they go on Thanksgiving and they go work at a soup kitchen, or they go volunteer their time to do XYZ, whatever it is, EMT, firemen, whatever. And they get something back from that. And that's the happiness that they bring to others and the good that they do for others. And man, that's where my rush is. I'm seeing people, and everybody's got different amounts of money and different things they could afford and stuff like that. But I'm seeing people that would have never gotten this opportunity ever, that walk up, shake my hand, say, thank you for throwing it. And that makes my day, dude. I also have, it's more like hits where it's like, all right, for example, last year I walked in when Anthony Daniels was doing his panel, and I sat down, and Tim Thiel, who has been the guy who has been first in line since 2018 when there was no line, he got up, and Anthony Daniels said, he was like, it's Anthony Daniels' heart, or it was something about heart. And then Anthony Daniels was like, I really love that. And why would you think of that thing to say? And he goes, because I love you. And it was like the nicest moment. And it was like the nicest thing. And it was his favorite character from forever. And he's been there since year one. To see that pan out. And it just happened to be because I walked in the room at that time. Mm-hmm. And to see that pan out just meant so much to me. And I don't think he knows this. I don't think anybody knows this. But it's those little kind of things. Man, I was sitting behind the Cobra Commander Jeep with Angie Mayu, and God rest her soul, she passed away today. And it was such an incredible memory. And I was sitting there with Angie Mayu just talking about toy shows. And I don't know, man, those kind of things happen a lot. I mean, I ate a tuna fish sandwich. Well, I didn't eat a tuna fish sandwich because I wouldn't eat a tuna fish sandwich from a gas station. But the Emperor ate a tuna fish sandwich in the back of the Sprinter van when we were going to Memphis, which was I mean, it's stuff like that, where I'm like, dude, I'll get you a steak. And he's like, no, this is great. And he gave like half to his buddy. Like, I mean, they split a tuna sandwich from a gas station in between.
You heard it here first, folks.
Memphis, which means that was an old tuna sandwich. You don't even buy like chips there because they're like 6 months out of date. But those kind of experiences are really, really special, man. Honestly, I think my favorite part is when I go in, I see my wife. And I go into the accounting room or the accounting building or whatever like that. And I see my wife and she's like, here's a water, here's a pulled pork sandwich or something. It's very funny. Like, I remember the first year I was eating my pulled pork sandwich in a closet. And last year I was sitting, listening to live music, eating it, which was much better. Yeah. But the downfall of the convention, honestly, man, it's a money bleed. It hemorrhages money. It doesn't make any money at all. And the reason why is because I refuse to be like, it's $11 for a soda. That's where all the money comes from this. It also comes from, for example, at my convention, there was someone with $100 autograph that last year. That was 9 months ago. At a convention currently right now that is happening next weekend, that same person's autograph is 265 pounds. That's how conventions make money right there. Yeah. It is blatantly obvious, but I won't do it to people. Because I'm a nerd and I just want that smile. I want people to have fun. I actually believe that Walt Disney's original plan of bringing happiness to others should be a real thing. Yeah. And it doesn't matter that it loses money because I don't have kids. As I said before, I'm lucky enough. My wife and I were lucky enough. I've had good jobs. I've had a good career and it's done well. And I'm good. So I can throw away money like this. But if you're just going into it and you're not ready to lose buckets and buckets of money and smile about it for 5 years, you will get creamed. It will kill you. But if you're just stupid and go to Vegas and blow 10 G's on gambling because you're a dummy, I mean, and it doesn't really screw you up, then throw a convention. It's way cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this.
Said before,
go ahead.
Sorry, Shane. Like Michael was saying before, like you might be, saying that you're hemorrhaging money and doing all this stuff, but the service that you're bringing to others and seeing the smiles on other people's faces, I think is what makes it worth it. Like the guy at the soup kitchen that's donating his time.
There is no
hour that he's there, he's losing money. but he sees the smile on the faces of those he's serving. So it's
Exactly.
similar to your case.
Honestly, man, there is no upside to any kind of charitable giving thing at all, except for the fact that obviously that it helps people, but it makes you feel like you actually, I don't know, man. Dude, life
made a
is
difference,
tough, man.
Well,
Yeah, you
we
made a
can
difference
relate.
to somebody.
If you could give somebody 5 minutes a piece, that's all worth it.
last year we had our table, and we actually had a rule that if any kids came up to our booth, they would get free toys. We gave away over like $1,000 of free
That
toys.
is not
to the
cost
kids.
effective, but it is kind.
Mhm.
It was great. It was great to see the kids smile and run away with a free vintage toy.
Yep.
So I know going into this year, I already have a nice little plan that I'm going to share with the other guys. But I got another plan to do for the kids. So and it makes you feel good.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, even kids' badges, they're like free. I don't know what the age is, so I don't want to say it without looking at it. But they're free up to a certain age, and then even after that age, they're $10 for like. It's $10, and like, you know.
It's more or
so
less. It comes
cheap.
down to: are you willing to bring your kids? If you are, it's not cost prohibitive, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'll
even
tell
the
you,
VIP, we give you food, drink, access, an entire day to yourself, and it's half the price of everyone else's. That gives you nothing.
yeah.
They give you a half an hour early.
Well, I'll tell you this. You talked about, one of the upsides is you walking around and having people say, "This is great, thank you," blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, I'm just going to make this up. You get home from the convention, obviously you have to decompress a little bit, but you get back on the IC pretty quickly, I'm sure. And you start to see in the convention group and in the regular IC, people sharing their stories, their pictures.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that is about 5% of the overall picture, maybe 10%, because we walk around, and we've gotten to make a lot of friends from the group and from the conventions who are watching this right now. And we walk around and see all those conversations that are happening, all those laughs that are happening. I'm with Stephen Hopwood at the bar with, I forget his name, but the guy who played the Rebel Commando and played, one of the Boba Fett's and Dickie Beers.
Yeah.
We're sitting there having drinks with Dickie Beers at the bar, and he's having, Steven's having the time of his life. He's getting to sign a vintage Rebel Commando across the chest. I mean, these are the stories you hear some of these stories in the group afterward because they're really fun to share. We share them on the show, but I see these happening just as I walk by, and so do you, but you're only catching such a small percentage of it.
Tiny bit.
So,
most of the time I'm actually doing things like being like, why is there not enough of this? Why is there not enough of that? You'd be surprised how many times I have to run the paper towels to somebody.
Yeah.
That's
but just be happy knowing, I hope this, resonates with you. Be happy knowing that you're only catching such a small percentage of that. There's a greater percentage of that happening, whether you know it or not. So
it means a lot, man. It means a lot because that's, no, I see very little of it. Even the way that it's become with how busy media is and stuff with me, I see very little of it, even less now, and no, when I hear about it, when people like you say it, when man, it's worth it. It's worth it. Lose some money, throw a convention. I'll help you. It's totally worth it. Like
so,
there is no downside.
Let me finish with this one question for you. Well, actually, I take it back. I have two questions. I'm going to put one to you that's not a softball, and I have to ask you this.
Sure.
And I'm sure there's a great explanation. It's not a hard question, but talk to me about how you landed on Memorial Day weekend this year. And I'm asking you selfishly because my guess is, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're trying to grow this for your local area. This isn't about, the guy, I know the IC is huge, but it's not about the guy from the IC who lives in Montana. It's about, it's about that, but it's about growing it also locally, and you need those people to show up. So I get that. Yeah. For me, and for some of the guys who have to fly in, a lot of the guys who fly in, that's a tough weekend to get plane tickets and fly in and everything. But how did you land on Memorial Day weekend? What was the change for, what was the progression of that?
Well, we can always switch it from Memorial Day weekend. The thing is if you take a holiday, then you are a big convention.
Okay.
There is a handful of them that can hold down a holiday. If you notice, we have Memorial Day. If you notice Celebration, it's on Easter. Celebration is the only one big enough that could take a high holiday and say, we're going to do it on Easter.
Well, they took it last year on Memorial Day as well.
Yeah. But the thing is for the game we're playing and for the guest stars we're starting to get, I have to pick a holiday. And the reason why is because we have to drive enough traffic. If we have enough traffic, that's the whole hook with this. The more people you get, the more you can spend on it, the more money they make, which means the bigger the guest stars you can get. That's why you see the progression every year get bigger, bigger, bigger. That's just the way it works. As far as Memorial Day, the reason why I thought it was perfect for down here is because I don't know how many of you are from the South, but there we go. So Memorial Day down here is very, very different than where I'm originally from, which was up north. Up north, it's like we're going on the boat, we're getting hammered, we're grilling out, woo,
barbecue, drinking. Yeah.
It is very respectful. It is a time to spend with your family. I have never been to a Memorial Day party down here. I have never seen a Memorial Day parade down here. It is not a thing like that, and maybe it's because we just know a lot more people that have served, because a lot more people come from this area. So I don't know. I don't know if you remember that from growing up Georgia, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to a Memorial Day party?
We just have, like, in Northwest Georgia, we have a Memorial Day kind of cookout, barbecue, that sort of thing.
But it's more of like a low-key family type thing, right?
At the post,
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michael, up here in our area, I'm not a huge Jersey Shore guy, but it is like the kickoff to the summer, fireworks, like, DJs playing music.
I know how to rage it on Memorial Day. Trust.
Now, I mean, that's not what I'm all about, but it is the kickoff to the summer, even just amongst your family. And there is a little bit of like, hey, I want to go see my friends who I see once a year, not even twice a year, once a year. Yeah. And hey, say to my wife, like, are you okay with having the kids that weekend while I fly somewhere else? And she, she's totally cool with it. But I just kind of had the suspicion that there was quite a few good reasons why.
Yeah, no,
that was the target.
I would say a little bit more expensive, but I mean, always plan number one. Also, Nashville is very centralized. I highly suggest driving. If I was only coming from New York, man, I'd get all in the same van and just drive.
Oh, you got to ask.
We did that the last 2 years, and it's like
14 hours. It ain't
a 14-hour ride, and it was miserable. That was miserable.
Man, I drove 7.5 to Michigan and 7.5 back on Friday and Saturday last weekend just to pick up a Star Wars collection. Alone. You guys got 6 guys. You just, 5 guys. You just each take a shift.
All right. Well, I appreciate that explanation because I was curious about that. Let me ask you this one last question. I think we're going to wrap it up. We've taken so much of your time, but this has been a really
for the Memorial Day thing. Yeah, the leadership team has a party on Monday, the day after, and we all have jobs, man. Mm-hmm. So it's nice that it's a day off for us.
That is nice. That is true. And you know what? In the same vein, it's nice for all of us as well. We're all flying out, heading out Sunday night. We'll be home by midnight Sunday night, and we get to spend Monday with our families. Yeah. And
but I can promise you, if you got to spend an extra couple bucks on the ticket, you will definitely on the plane ticket. You'll save it on the autograph prices.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Brandon loves autographs. Oh, I had to work his part of the vendor booth all year last year because he spent his whole weekend on lines for autographs.
Should have bought the VIP, man. You in and out.
So I'm going to throw this question to you because I'm hoping that you'll have something, good for the viewers to throw back to them. Is there something that you feel is a hidden gem at the ICCC? Is it maybe something that gets overlooked or something that not enough people know about? Now, you obviously have a lot of different stuff this year that you've already detailed from last year, but just in general, is there something like, hey, don't forget we have this, or if you didn't know we have this, go check it out. It's amazing. What's kind of like a behind the scenes hidden gem?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, man, the VIP. People don't know about the VIP enough. I don't know why. It's like you could literally eat your ticket cost in free food. Like, that's how cheap the VIP is. Also, the access. I mean, even the exclusive figures and stuff, you get first dibs on the exclusive figures. And I don't mean to be that guy because scalping is garbage, but it still doesn't change the fact that the exclusives are worth triple the second you buy them. Mm-hmm. and there's only 50. They're like real exclusives. Also, as far as the hassle or the lines, it's the VIP experience I always wanted. Because see, I'm more than happy. Like that's why next time you guys go to Atlantic City, tell me 2 days before. But I am more than happy to pay a little bit extra for the VIP experience if it's a VIP experience. And whenever I've experienced them at other conventions, they have cost double the price. They do not feed you. They treat you like garbage. You're in the same lines as like 12 other badges that qualify for some reason. It costs a fortune. You don't have line skips. You don't have a free day. This is literally a full-size giant convention where you don't have to deal with other humans at all. And then you go hang out with everybody the next day. But you know how easy it is. And I find it to be weird because, I don't know, these other big conventions, it's because I'm always trying to grow. And I always think that we're 20 years old when we're really only 6 years old. And but all these other conventions, their VIPs sell out in like 7 seconds. And I'm like, that's garbage. Our guest stars are just as good. We got free food, free drinks, free this, free that, free everything. You get treated like a king. But, you know, we almost come close to selling out. I mean, this year we'll probably sell out. I would expect us to sell out this year as soon as I release the non-Star Warsy, as soon as I start releasing those type of guest stars. And the reason why is because as much as we love Star Wars, I mean, we are the Star Wars people. There are many other franchises that have massive followings. So once I do that, people will be like, holy moly, last time I saw this guy at a convention, it was $1,500 for a VIP ticket, and they didn't give you anything. And they're going to look at this VIP ticket and be like, it's $500. Plus, we give the military discounts, man. I mean, you should see how many people buy the VIP ticket, get $125 off. We got 25% off. Nobody else does that. And the reason why is because, you know, I don't know, man. The reason why is because I am not too proud to say I get to sit home and play toys, because there's people out there that do the hard work and they deserve some money off. So that's why we do it. But also you want to make sure you keep hemorrhaging money. Give out 25% off coupon codes.
Well, I mean, it's debatable how much hard work Brandon is doing on behalf of this country, but I know that there are folks out there, you know, supporting and what the beliefs are in this country and giving their lives. But, you know, Brandon's lumped in there somehow.
World needs ditch diggers too.
all we spend our time doing in this show is razzing each other, so it's all in good fun.
Good, man. That's, you know.
Michael Havens, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for, you know, donating your time to us essentially on a Sunday night. We really appreciate it. We're glad that we can help spread the word, you know, even in some small part. We are very excited. We're going about our weeks every week, you know, doing this show and talking about how we're leading up to meet, you know, seeing each other in person again. I could give there's a long laundry list of people that are, you know, big collectors in the groups that we've become friends with. We're all looking forward to seeing them there. Yep. So it's going to be, there's so many facets of this. It's the convention, but it's like you said, a family reunion. It really, truly is. So, yep. So thanks for sharing. I mean, three exclusives. Yeah,
that's what happens. I don't know. Look at how much sun I got today. Maybe I need water.
Well, we'll sync up with you and clue you in.
I'm going to hang up with this, and then Philip's going to call me and be like, "Dude, what did you just do? You didn't even release those blogs yet. What did you just do?"
We'll sync up with you and let you know what day this is going to air. We're recording it tonight. Obviously, we'll sync up with you. We'll be all prepared, and you'll be prepared. And we're happy to share this news with all of our viewers. We're going to, of course, post this up in the IC like we always do. And we hope everybody enjoyed watching this. So thank you to Michael Havens. Please go to icnashville.com for tickets, for the host hotels, for all the guest stars that have been announced already. There's new guest stars announced weekly at this point, leading up to Memorial Day weekend. Plan it out, put it on your calendar, and we'll get to see you there. For any of our viewers, if you make plans to get down there, we are more than happy to meet up with you as well. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be shooting a lot of video for the podcast while we're there this year. So we're very excited about that. Please also go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for all of our links, our socials, and follow us on the socials, because we're going to be updating while we're there at the scene with video clips and some interviews and some snippets and reels and all that stuff. So have a good time with us if you're not there and if you can't make it this year. But, man, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you so much.
If you can't make it this year, I forgot to tell you. Here's a fourth exclusive for you.
Oh,
We're also gonna live stream the entire thing with the panels to everybody for free.
Nice.
Awesome.
Really?
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's very, very, very nice.
We have to get ourselves on that live stream somehow. We got to find the right person.
Talk to Carly King, man. Carly King is going to be essentially our on-site MC. She will be walking around and connecting with people. You could just find her online.
Okay.
We know who she is. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
But she'll have a desk and stuff, and she can definitely get you guys on. Also, the podcast stage. If you're doing the podcast stage again with Jim, he live streams. That's live streamed as well. There's going to be so many live stream for this thing, so it'll be good. Because that's the other thing is, man, it is also not lost on me that eggs are $8 billion a carton now. And I understand that not everybody can make it, and that's okay too. It's not the same experience, but at least you can still enjoy it with your friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're doing Easter potatoes at our house. They're cheaper.
Hey man, it's a good deal. We got rocks, so you're doing better than me.
Rocks are good. Rocks are free. Maybe I'll do rocks. That's even better.
Easter
All
rocks.
right.
I like it.
All right, a really fun time. I don't know if this is going to be one episode, 2 episodes. I mean, we got to figure this out. This was fun.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to pop on again as we get closer, feel free. If you want to, if we can have you on in the future and recant all of our tales with you, that'd be fun. Thanks for everything you do for the community. It's been great to get us together and enjoy all the other friends that we've made in the hobby, and we appreciate you visiting with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. And honestly, guys like you are what make this hobby grow. It's what make it continue. And it'll last long after all of us are gone, as long as we keep allowing the new people to come into our community.
Very
That's
good.
all we got to keep doing. And you guys have done that. You guys have done it better than anybody. Look around this screen right here. It's very cool. And go
hate each other.
Somehow I ended up with these guys.
I don't want to look at Brandon anymore. I can't look at him.
That's what happens with family. They drive you nuts, but you're still there every week.
All right. Enough of Brandon. Enough. All right, Michael Havens, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in the group, and we will see you on Memorial Day weekend. Come say hi to us if you see us.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for coming on.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Michael. All right, guys, that was a fun one with Michael Havens from the IC. He is the dreamer and the founder of the convention that we all know and love, the ICCC. And that was fun to hear some of those stories and certainly we learned some new things about what to expect at the show. So that's pretty fun too.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was going to be fried bologna sandwiches. I mean, I
didn't either.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, John's like, jeez.
I was sold on food.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Once he said food trucks, I was sold.
Oh yeah. And come on, that there's going to be a taco, like burrito, enchilada food truck. I mean, that's going to be fantastic.
That's his favorite.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I'm like really excited for this now. I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah. Charles has already, while we were recording this in the background underneath the camera, he was already packing up some Power of the Force 2 figures that he could trade in for tacos. So he's going to have a suitcase full of those. Get some Pico de Gallo with an extra Boba Fett.
I can't wait to fly you guys around in the helicopter.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
that. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I would,
Brandon.
I would love to see Brandon sit right in the seat, and he's like, "All right, guys, I have no clue how to fly this thing. I was kidding."
Brandon's gonna be drunk. He's gonna highway to a danger zone.
Woo! We're gonna find out that Brandon is just like one of those guys that like works on the ropes for the the helicopter and the the tow cables and stuff.
Flying them.
Yeah,
I sandbag it.
Yeah, so whoever's watching this will already know before we do. This might be a 2-parter. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's got to be. I mean, we're pushing an hour and 45 minutes here,
and I think we need to get this out ASAP too.
Yeah. This was fun. We're going to see a lot of our viewers there. We're looking forward to it. Thanks very much for watching our silly show. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. I know you think it probably doesn't make a difference and you come and watch the show anyway. It really does. Our subscriber numbers help YouTube get us found with new people. So we appreciate you doing that. Please like the video and comment below. What did you think of this interview? Are you excited about the convention? Can you make it this year? Are you excited to learn that it's going to be live streamed if you can't make it? That's pretty fun as well. And it's cool to know that the podcast stage will be live streamed probably in its own stream. So hopefully we'll have ourselves on that as well. So please continue to follow the show. We hope you're able to make it to the convention. If not, please enjoy it online. And we will see you all soon on another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Thanks very much for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.
I love you, Brandon. Love you.
No, you don't.
I do.
Bye.